bet you're dying to see what this looks like. Keep watching, you'll see. First things first, trip to Harbor Freight to get what I need to fix that bumper. Heat gun, plastic welding kit, Harbor Freight. Got it, let's get moving. I am in St. George, Utah. Beautiful St. George, Utah. I'm here at my brother's house. We're going to be repainting the entire Corolla. So not just the hood, but the entire car. This is his house, his shop's back behind. Let's get after this, get it done.
Pop your hood too, we'll take off the headlights and whatnot.
Alright, it's gonna be super noticeable still.
I'll be sanded.
Well, I'm gonna sand it, but there's still a big bump here and then a divot down. I mean, if we did full body work around there, then great, but I'm honestly not that worried about it. Just sand that down, get it as good as we can get it, and call it good.
That's amazing how well that works.
That's the same exact plastic that the bumpers are made of, so you're literally just welding. Just break off a chunk and force it down in the crack.
Then just heat it up and slide it in?
Yep, and then just use the pressure of the thing to, like, trowel it on almost. This is where the prep work starts. Repaired the bumper, repaired, it no longer has a big crack in it. That's a repair job, then cool. You will still be able to see that through the new paint job, but I wasn't going for perfect, I was going for no crack and less noticeable. So we'll see how good that turns out. That might come back to bite me. So right now we're in the process of doing a 180 grit scuff across the entire surface. I've been attacking the trunk lid, trying to get all of those little bubbles to disappear that are starting to flake off. I think I pretty much got it. I still have to do around the edges along here. We'll wipe it down and double check for shiny spots to see where we missed. But progress. Still have that entire side to do. We're going to re-scuff the hood. We're going to respray the entire car so that it's all one uniform color. No risk of having an issue there ever again. It's looking good. I really appreciate my brother Damien letting me use his shop. Had to drive clear down from Salt Lake to St. George to borrow him and his shop, but it's a nice setup in here. He's got a lift in the whole 9 yards, all of the tools, everything we need to get this done. So yeah, that's obviously the way to go to get that off there. We are just attacking it with sandpaper and digging in deep. It immediately gums up the sandpaper, so that seemed like the right thing to do, so we just went for it. We can buy more sandpaper, that's no big deal. It's all coming together. We've got the lower portion of the car done. We'll lower it and get to the roof, the hood. Wiping it down to make sure we hit all of the spots so that we have paint stick to every surface. Had to sand pretty deep down in some of these spots to get the clear coat to stop flaking off. But I think we did pretty good. Had to attack that surface pretty heavily as well. We resanded the hood. That made me a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Well, I'm still doing touch-up sanding by hand around all the rubber gaskets and whatnot. And then I'm gonna get to mixing up paint, see if we can closer match what we're actually going for. Starting into the masking off process.
More. Is that leather?
So one secret I learned from my brother Damien is to use Vaseline on all your emblems and whatnot, and in your keyhole, in there. That allows the paint not to actually attach to the parts, so that you can just literally wipe it off when it's all dry and you're ready for cleanup. But that's one of the secrets, Vaseline. So you guys know that I have one rule, that's don't do dumb stuff. In this case, don't be an idiot. Get a respirator and wear it. I'll put a link down below. Don't be that guy. So I'm editing this video right now, and I realized that I didn't explain the mixing and measuring portion of it very well. What we did is we had separate cups for each of the 3 items in the recipe. So always use the same mixing cup for the paint, always use the same mixing cup for the reducer, and then obviously the little one for the hardener. But we make a line with the Sharpie so it's easy to see and it's duplicatable each time. So 15 ounces for the paint, 6 ounces for the acetone, 1 ounce for the hardener. And then it's easiest to do this if you have 2 people. One person is constantly mixing while the other person is spraying the vehicle, and we'll see that process here right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got red basically all over me. And that's why you wear a respirator. Your lungs would look like I look. Wear your respirator. It's the right thing to do. But the car's done. I'll take you on a quick walk around of it. It's way better than it was. Better than used. Not quite new. That's the way it goes. Let's take a closer look. Got the bay doors open. He's got a bay door back at the back side as well, so we get some good cross flow of air. I can't even smell the fumes at this point. It's done. It looks pretty good. The color, we obviously added some more blue to the red in order to get this color, and my brother was like, you are never going to be able to match this color, like if I had to mix more. So I'm rethinking. Well, anyway, we'll talk about midnight maroon when the time comes. For now, this car is painted. It looks better than it did. We removed the door trim. You can still kind of see we didn't do really any body work. The only body work I did was on this bumper. Welded that thing so that it wasn't just this big gaping hole. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look great either. So it looks like somebody repaired it that didn't know what they were doing, which, well, I wanted to get to painting. And that's the key with this stuff. You just can't be in a hurry. But everything else looks really, really good. We'll put those black wheels back on there, and that'll look pretty good. I was debating on getting hubcaps for it. Comment down below what you think. We'll get this all put back together. I'm going to let it sit here in his shop all day long. It's about 11 a.m. right now, and this is day 2 of this project. We got it all sanded down and prepped yesterday, and today was spray day. And the rest of the day is cure day. Cure and dry day. The hood looks much better than it did before. After sanding it one more time, it flattened out some of those ridges. I can still see some in here. It does look better than it did the first go. There is some stuff going on in there, some fish eyes and whatnot. He doesn't have the cleanest air, but we had a water filter on the gun itself, but that doesn't stop everything. It is what it is. I was a little nervous about tiger striping, but it doesn't look like that's the case. We had a little clean area here on a metal table so that we could mix and such. I'm still doing the cleanup. A little bit of a mess. Well guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. This is Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Be sure and like and subscribe, share the video, do all the things. I really appreciate that. It helps the channel out. Also be sure and ring that bell so that you get notified of future videos. I've got some really cool projects coming up, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I did the slow walk around thing, you know, all the things.